Panera now delivers, so you can order good, clean food right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or apartment, or dorm, or castle, or shop, or worksite, or wherever Panera delivers. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between. Click the banner to order or visit PaneraBread.com. Participating locations only. Panera. Food as it should be.
Episode 1125 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I'm the host of this show. We deliver content, we deliver information to you daily, 7 days a week. Yes, 7 days a week, 365. Because I believe job hunting doesn't have to be hard, difficult, painful, or take a long time. It's just the skills needed to find a job are different than those needed to do a job. And today I've got one of those tough interview questions that really isn't that tough, and it's pretty stupid if you ask me. So how do you get in the zone? Like the zone. I hope you find this helpful. I hope you give it a great review in Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to the show. And if you haven't taken my classes on Skillshare, use the link in the show notes. You'll get, if you become a premium member, you'll receive 2 free months as opposed to the 1 month that the site offers. So again, Skillshare.com, and then you search for me as one of the teachers. And now, let's get going. Today I thought I would answer one of those tough interview questions that gets asked on interviews. Now, if you're interested in hearing more of my answers, I'm doing a year of answers, or a year of information about interviewing on my podcast, No BS Job Search Advice Radio. That's available in iTunes or Stitcher and other podcast services. But the obvious one is iTunes. Again, 1 year about interviewing. So the question for today is, how do you get in the zone? Now, I'll simply say it's a dumb question. It would never be asked of a senior person. It tends to be asked of staff level people. So how do you get in the zone? Hey, Susan, hey, thanks for joining. It's really very simple. What you do is, well, the way to answer the question is simple, I should say. What you have noticed on your way in is, what's the energy like in the office that you're interviewing with? Is there a buzz? Is it loud or is it quiet? What's it like energetically? Now, if you haven't noticed it, well, you have to take a cautious approach. But, again, if this is something that's true of you, you talk about, I love working in a place with high energy, or I love working in a quiet place, because when I get in the zone, I'm kind of locked in. And, the distraction of other noise, you see where I'm going, you kind of mirror the environment that you're walking into. Now, if you don't know, if you didn't notice, you say something a little more ambivalent, or I'll call it wishy-washy for lack of a better term, but basically you're hedging your answer. And the way you say it is something along the lines of, hey, look, I've worked in a lot of different places, and I've been able to key in very well and perform at a high level. What's my personal preference? I like working with smart people, unless you deflect off the energy level in the office and focus in on that. So again, it kind of either mirror what you've walked into, or you hedge, and that gets you off the hook. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, here are a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to start by saying that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, and look at the tabs on the top, you'll see a menu of choices available to you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, help you with a salary negotiation, answer your questions about your job search, advise you about a decision you have to make about a job offer, Those are all there as an option. I can do a job search makeover with you where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end in half-hour increments so it doesn't have to take a lot of time for each session. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from folks who like it and are interested in my help. Again, linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. You can take my classes on Skillshare too and become a premium member for 99 cents for the first few months. I have a link in the show notes. Just follow that link, sign up, take my classes. Lastly, I want to mention to you, you can find a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it may seem like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at jobsearchcoachinghq.com, where I've curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Take care.
Say bye-bye to toothache, swollen gums, and oral discomfort. Hyland's for Kids oral pain relief tablets are here to help. Quick and natural relief to alleviate pain. Happy kid, happy mama. Claims based on traditional homeopathic practice, not accepted medical evidence, not FDA evaluated.